Well, good morning YouTube, and welcome back to Retired for Life. We've had some fun, I tell you, with all the repairs and things that we've been doing, but we're getting there. So we had 2 bales left in this one field, that we couldn't get on the wagon. So we're just back here with the dump truck. I just finished dumping off a load of wood, and the last bale is coming up now. Just as neat as you could please. Well, guys, it is another one of those blindingly hot days. There's a spot along the edge of the field here that I've been sneaking back into to take a break every now and then and have a good slug of my ice water. So I'm just about done with raking for today. Art's still got a little bit of cutting to do, and then he's got to come back and get baled what I've got raked. So we'll do a little walk around this field. It's really pretty interesting. This little house here was probably occupied, more than 50 years ago was the last time it was occupied. And no plumbing or anything, still the outhouse and that kind of stuff. So it is pretty primitive, but still amazingly straight roof lines and straight looking walls. And there's a couple of other little buildings around this field that we'll have a look at. But for now, we'll start this beast back up and finish that last field. Wow. It is hot. All right, let's get back at it. Well, that's pretty much it for me for today. I have got everything that we can get into windrows ready to go. There are a couple of fields that Art has just cut today, so they have to lay and dry. So hopefully we'll miss the rain and be able to get out here. Actually, now that I think of it, it's supposed to rain quite heavily tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is our day for going into town. And then Monday, we'll come back at it. So I'm out behind the little red house now, and there's this little interesting building here. It looks like it's just a garage, or was a garage, and you can see there's 2 more over there. The closest one to us, I think, used to be a chicken coop, but this I'm pretty sure was an equipment garage. I'd love to have a peek in there, but I'm afraid if I try to move that door, it's going to come down. Well, there is some stuff in there. It's actually pretty full. So it's still being used for something anyway. That is the remains of an old wagon. Boy, you can see the stone foundation underneath this over here. And amazingly, the roof is still good. If the roof is good, there's a really good chance that the rest of the building is still good. So it's quite an interesting piece of property with all these little buildings littered around it. So I'm going to show you something really interesting over here. Kind of gives you an idea of what it was like to take care of these fields, to actually raise cattle or whatever it was they were doing. All around these fields, everywhere you go, off to the side is these giant piles of rock, and I mean big. Oh, the work that must have gone in to clearing these fields and keeping them clear. There's more rocks up there. This clump of trees is coming out of a pile of rocks. And all the way along the fence line on the other side is all rocks. Man, it must have been back-breaking work to do this. Just incredible. I've got one more task to do. We've got a bale that did not tie properly. So I've got to get over to it, cut the strings on it, and roll it out. That's so much fun, especially when it's such a nice cool day like today. Holy mackerel. So let's get back on the tractor and get over to that bale. So there's the bale I've got to unroll. Such a fun job. Well, let's get it done. So the strings only tied this thing on one side. Balers are a pretty slick thing, but they don't always work perfect. Oh, it would have to be one that's really, really tight. That's better. Perfect weather for this kind of work. And of course, I'm rolling it uphill. We'll re-rake this rotten thing and it'll be ready for art. Well, we finished another day of haying and we're on our way back with this monster coming in behind us because all the cutting is done out there. It takes a little bit of driving care to get this thing down the roads. Well, it's been another busy day. We're at another field working away at it, and we're almost done here, but we still have issues with the baler off and on where it's not tying properly, so we're stopping and pulling the string out and that type of thing just to keep it going. This field was a challenge. Pretty good hill on it in a couple of spots. And I better go catch up to Art. Well guys, we are making progress. I've got the baler hooked up behind the old pickup truck, as you can see there. Heading home with that. Today will be more of a relaxing day. We've already been out at the mill for a little while and did a little bit of lumber work out there. So now it's just a matter of getting the baler back and probably go spend some quality time with the barbecue after that. Well guys, I am catching up to Art. He's in come out to an area called the picnic field. Now the reason it's called the picnic field is because it's right beside where there used to be an old church located, and the church was pretty small, so in the summertime they'd come out into this field beside the church for their picnics. So it's been called the picnic field for who knows how many years. Church is long since gone, but picnic field is still here. So Art's cutting, which means tomorrow I'll be raking. Now let's go see if we can catch up with Art.
How did you find me?
I just thought I'd sneak up on you.
When you come over,
well, we stopped and had a little refreshment there, and Art's going to keep going. He's got an awful lot to do here, but there are a number of trees that are down here that are in the field and in the way. So I'm going to head back and grab my chainsaw. I think I'm going to get the smaller chainsaw and come out and take care of those, get them the heck out of the field. So let's go get that saw. So because of the windstorms we have had through here this year and the ice storms in the winter, there is a lot of trees that have come down. to get this kind of thing pretty much all the way around the field. I have been doing a lot of cutting just to make room for the tractor to be able to come through. So I'll get these cut off and pushed back, give us a little more room in the field. Holy mackerel. I'm glad to get this done today before the real hot day tomorrow. So we're going to spend a little bit of time at the mill tomorrow, and then I'll start probably raking around noon or maybe even earlier. We'll have to see how it goes. But this field, again, this looks great. We're gonna get a really good harvest out of here. Okay, I'm gonna try and catch my breath, as I think I'm done with the chainsaw work now. We never seem to get very far without having to make some kind of repair.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Pardon?
that's getting
Yeah.
hot enough.
Yeah. Well, if it ain't ready tomorrow, it'll be ready Sunday, Brink, so
Yeah.
it don't matter. That is gonna take a while to dry out there.
It's
pretty-
so thick.
Oh,
Yeah. Well, guys, there's Art finishing up the last windrow in this field. And again, we have done really, really well. I think we got 7 bales out of this field. This is the picnic field again. This year, it looks like we are going to have a full load. We are literally going to be double the amount of bales. So this is really going well. So we're going to park the baler up where the rake is and head back. So yes, another haying video. But we are down to 2 places left. So we're gonna see how things go. It's been going really good, so can't complain. There's always repair work that you've got to do. That's got to be expected with a lot of the stuff that we're doing. So we've gotten through that. We've got 2 fields left to go, as I said earlier, but we've got some rain coming, which means a day or so off, and that's not a bad thing either. So Art's finishing up. We're gonna head up, park the baler, and gonna call it a day. So guys, thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you out on the trails the next time.